everybody and welcome back to the channel. I just woke up, can you tell? It is like 9:50 a.m. It's a Wednesday and it's my day off. Woohoo! Riley's getting excited. Yeah, I just worked 6 days in a row. 8 a.m. starts, every last one of them. So my brain is like so foggy. I feel like I slept too long, but also not enough. And I had a shower last night and this is what my hair did. So that's fun. I have about 3 loads of laundry to do. So I have my little caddy here, which I keep all of my things in. So I need to get going on that. It is so bright outside, but like it's actually my sister literally just walked past there and because she was looking for a face mask because she has to go to the doctor, so she's like she doesn't have any, and she slept on a piece in a puddle on like because there's like a water dripping outside. There's like a water that catches the rainwater and it has a little puddle underneath it, and she slept on that. But it's so dry outside. Let me show you. Like, look how dry the ground is, and she slept. Look how blue the sky is. Oh. I tried to put my drone up last night because the sunset was really pretty, but my app had an update. And it took it like 40 minutes to update, and it was dark by the time. I was so pissed, so I might get my drone up today. I might go to the shop. I know I do need things. I did go up to Derry last week. I headed up to Penny's. Those vlogs are up here if you're interested. But there was nothing cute. But after I came home, I was like, there is things that I need. So yeah, I've got no plans for the day. We're gonna see where the day takes us. Are you ready? Let's see where the day takes us. Why do you look so scared? You love me, really. So yeah, let's go do some laundry. Maybe fly my drone and I don't know. Let's see where the day takes us. I want to go see where... Oh, the dice. I want to go see where Tara slept. Like, look how dry it is here. This is where she slept, this big puddle. Because apparently... Whoa, straight up ice. Even though it is the brightest freaking day ever. That's how cold it was last night. Kitty! Do you let me pet you, kitty? Ah! Kitty, come on! Kitty! Kitty! Kitty doesn't like getting pets. Give me that ball, please. Also, Riley, this is your last chance, or I'm going inside. Riley, now! Give me the ball. You bring it like 95% of the way. Let go right now. You ready? Steady, go. Okay, let's escape. Let's escape. Or she doesn't see us. Those dogs literally never want to be outside, so you have to trick them. So it's a nice day, they'll be okay.
2 hours later.
I don't. Just had to run out for a sleep on the main road. I'm so out of breath. Literally in the back of Tara's car. This body. I'm out of breath. Motherfucker. Okay. When I got up this morning, I did not think that this is how my day was gonna go. I literally got dressed, straightened my hair, put some makeup on, even though I'm sweating. And I was about to go to Derry to do my food shop and like get a couple things that I needed. Because I was gonna do this tomorrow, but tomorrow I have to leave Mommy at the airport, and it's actually the middle of the day. And it's supposed to like snow tonight, maybe really icy. So I might have to drive her to the airport tomorrow, so it's gonna take all day, really. So I was gonna go up to Derry. I'm sweating. And I was literally had the key to lock the house in my hand. And my sister came home, she was at the doctor, and then she got a phone call from my Uncle Dan. Now usually I get the phone calls from him, but he rang her. And he was like, get down to the main road, there's a sheep running on the main road. Or there's a sheep headed to the main road. So we threw on our wellies, jumped in Tara's car, which is what I'm in currently. It's like kind of like a work vehicle where there's only 2 front seats. And we drove down to the main road, and lo and behold, there's a sheep standing on the main road. So I hopped out, started running for it. Of course, it's crazy, like most of the sheep on our farm is. Pure freaking mental. So started running on the main road. So there's me running, my sister in the car behind her with the indicator lights on, nearly crashing into a car because it's a busy main road. And got her into like someone's house. She ran past me, like charged me down into a garden. Me, Tara and my uncle were like literally chasing the sheep around and round someone's garden, because it would just run past you, like it had no fear of us at all. So it ran towards me and I caught it. So I'm here currently holding on to it. We dragged it and put it in the back of my sister's car. So now we're going, me and Tara, she's coming back now, she dropped her phone somewhere. We are going to go put it in a field way off the main road up at our house. We think this sheep got free from the hill, maybe, because this is the road that leads up to the hill where we have sheep. So yeah, exciting time. Girl, what has this day turned out to be? I wish I could say that this is abnormal for me, but yeah, it's pretty standard. It's pretty standard. I feel like I need to recap what the heck just happened. Sometimes I really wish we could have like a third party person just filming, like a TV show, because the drama. So yeah, I actually straightened my hair, which you cannot tell now because I'm so sweaty. I put makeup on, straightened my hair, I did 2 loads of washing, and Tara came back from the doctor, and then she got a phone call, and she was like, Laura, we need to go, there's sheep out in the main road, we need to go. So we put my wellies on, hopped in her car with her, drove down to the road, the main road, sorry, and lo and behold, there was one sheep. She had crossed the road and was standing on a hedge looking at us. My uncle had been further up the road dealing with sheep that had broken out, and one had got past him and was heading for the main road, and pretty much he rang us to be like, get down here and try and stop her. We did not succeed in stopping her from getting that far. So essentially, yeah, I hop out, my sister pulls over because she's, you know, gonna park the car. As soon as that sheep saw me, she started running, and I mean running on the main road, a busy main road. And because why that is so bad is because, girl, she's gonna get hit by a car. No one drives the speed limit on that road, and if they hit one of the sheep that belongs to the family, we would be responsible for the damages, and that's a lot of money, girl. We don't have that money. So it's always like an urgent kind of life or death, like go, like a fight or flight kind of thing, like you need to go now when you hear the word main road. So yeah, the sheep was just running on the main road. There's me running behind it. I got it into like, there was like a little yard just along the road. I got her in there, and I was just not going to do anything, just keep her in there to wait till my uncle got there, and my sister was parking her car. That sheep looked at me and just ran straight past me, which is not that normal. Most sheep, they can be herded, you know, like sheepdogs, shepherds. Like if a sheep sees you, they usually go the opposite direction. They're so easy to move from place to place. You just need people, you need a dog. Like that's why sheepdogs are so handy, because they just run around sheep and like the sheep just go where you want them to. This bitch looked me in the eyes and was like, no, I'm running straight through you. Like you can tell when they're pure mental. Oh, she was pure mental, and she ran straight past me onto the main road. So there's me running on the main road. My sister was still in her car, so she got her car, and her car, she was pretty much following the sheep, just running on the road. Me running behind like a numpty. Every time I have to run after farm animals, I realise how unfit I am. Lungs burning. She goes into like a garden of someone's house. There was a couple of houses next to each other that had like hedges in between their gardens. Girl, My uncle turns up at this point as well. He turned up at this point. We were running around that garden about 20 minutes, I'd say, because she kept going in between house to house, like in through a hedge. So we tried calling other people to come help us because, you know, at this point we needed to capture her in and physically catch her with our hands. Like, we needed to like close her in. So like, we were like, we need more people. There's only 3 of us and there was nobody, so we're like, we need to do this now. My uncle was like, let's go. I was like, I can't run. I'm like struggling for breath. So she was trapped in this garden, and she, of course, we close in. She runs like like bowls her way through out past us. Tara, my sister, just barely had her hands on her. I too reached at the same time, and like I got hold of her wool, but she ripped past us. I fell flat, nearly on my face. I don't know, somehow I didn't get dirty, but I was flat pretty much to the mat on the ground because I'd off balance trying to catch the sheep. She runs straight past us. She turns, and as I'm getting up off the ground, she runs straight at me. Now I'm pretty sure she was running straight at me because she thought I was a weak spot, that she could run past me and I wouldn't stop her, because she ran right at me as I was getting up off the ground, and I literally caught her by the horns. The satisfaction that I felt with my uncle, the farmer, and my sister who studies agriculture, who's also a farmer. I'm like, yes bitch, I did it! I full on caught that sheep with my bare hands. As soon as I had a hand on her horn, I literally fell to the ground. Like, I used my body weight to drag her down. I was like, I was not letting her get past me. So yeah, then we grabbed, my sister has like a vehicle. I showed you the footage already. We pretty much dumped the sheep into my back of my sister's car. I was in there too, holding on to her, and we drove back up to the farm, away, way away from the main road, and into a field. So we threw her in there. We went back to help my uncle with the other sheep who was still just free roaming out on the road. They weren't near the main road though, so it was okay. And my uncle caught me. He was like, are you working tomorrow? And I said no. And he was like, okay, come and help me tomorrow. So me and my sister might have to help her tomorrow. I might have to drive my mama to the airport. I don't know. So either I'm doing the airport run or I'm helping on the farm, or both. Probably both. So yeah, that's conclusion of my day. That's actually, my sister reminded me too, it's International Women's Day. How better to prove you're a boss ass woman than 2 sisters running on a main road, hauling a sheep back after catching it. The satisfaction I felt of being the one to catch her was, oh, chef's kiss, because it was looking pointless at a time because she was pure mental. So yeah, fast forward like 2 hours after I was supposed to leave the house. I did leave the house. It's now nearly, it was a 3 p.m. Girl, yeah, it's nearly 3 p.m. I did stop on food. I did stop to get food on the way up here. And now I'm in Foyside car park because I do need to go into Penny's to get just a couple things that I realised I needed. And after my last trip up here, I need to stop and get my food shop for the week because I do that on my days off work, so I need to stop and do that because I'm out of coffee. I did 6 mornings in a row and I used all my coffee to get through those days. So yeah, I'm gonna pop into Penny's, pop into Sainsbury's, and then go home. My legs hurt, girl. Ugh, I am so unfit. I need to start running in preparation for having to run after more sheep.